Hello, everyone. I am Melissa Forziat. I'm a keynote speaker, and I'm also the host of the Take the Doughnut interview series because my theme is Take the Doughnut, which for me is another way to say carpe diem, go after the things that you want in life. So for over a year now, I've been doing interviews, all kinds of interviews with people about going after opportunity in life. And for a long time, I just did the interview and then published it, but I never really gave you a chance to know what I was thinking about it. And I wanted to start changing that. So when I feel inspired, I'd like to record and share another video about my reaction to the interview that I did. And I really wanted to jump on and talk about this interview that I did with Alana Cavanaugh, who, if in case you missed that, she's a singer-songwriter, she's a guitarist, she's an actress. I originally found her from a show that I've been covering in one of my Take the Doughnut challenges called Halt and Catch Fire. Alana was one of the youngest actresses in the entire show. We saw a couple babies in the show at various points, but they don't play prominently. The two youngest actors that we see the most in this show, there's a sister pair, and of two of the main characters, it's their daughters. And so I got a chance to do an interview with Alana and Morgan Hinkleman, who was her fellow sister on the show. And they've stayed in touch. We're looking at about 10 years later. And they're really just growing into such wonderful women. And we've been able to sort of watch that process. Those of us who enjoyed the show have been able to sort of keep track of where they are in life. And I was so happy to be able to interview them together, because in that interview, I was just blown away by their poise, by just, they in some ways were their age, but in many ways were older than their age. And I'm sure that's a confusing thing to be in the middle of that as you're growing up. But, Alana is wise beyond her years. And I was so happy to interview her and get her takes on going after opportunity in life. And something that really struck me as we were doing that interview, and I guess I'm doing this to send a message to Alana and to everybody. There were a few times that Alana sort of made reference to the fact that she was young, almost as like a caveat for being an interviewee on my interview. And at one point I was like, I'm not interviewing you because you're my youngest guest so far. I'm interviewing you because I think you have a lot to say about opportunity. And I still feel that way. I think that if you watch that interview, you are going to find that Alana has some really incredible, wise things to say. And she also is very humble about the fact that she's got, hopefully a lot of life to live and a lot of things that she can experience and learn. But that doesn't make it unworthy to listen to what she has to say right now. I think that in many ways, the wisdom that she shares is something that anybody, even if they're older, can look back to and say, yeah, she's got some really good thoughts and ideas there. And maybe they're things that we want to remind ourselves of. So, sometimes we talk about this idea of respecting our elders, and I do believe in that, but I also believe that we should just be respectful in general. Anybody that you talk to could have something really interesting to say, maybe if you just listen. And I think Alana is a perfect way to prove that, because the things that she shared in her interview really meant a lot to me, and hopefully will mean a lot to many of you as well. So I hope you get a chance to enjoy that interview. And thank you so much to Alana for taking some time to talk with me. Bye, everyone.